Hello and welcome back to another Flutter episode. Today I'll be teaching you all how to make a chart in Flutter. First of all, we need to go to pub.dev and call charts.flutter and go here, and you need to go to versions and you must versions installing, and you should select Charts Flutter and its version in dependencies and copy it. And next thing, you need to go to pubspec.yaml and paste it under dependencies, and then you should say pubget. And next thing, let's make a new Dart file. We'll call this Flutter chart 1. And next thing, let's implement our live template inside our Flutter 1.dart file. Alright. Next thing, first of all, to have our values inside our chart, we'll have a class. We say class sales, and inside it we'll have a string year and a int sales. And next thing, we'll have a constructor. Inside the constructor we say this dot year, comma, and this dot sales, just like that. Next thing, we should go to the state and we'll have a list made. We say list, and inside as values we call this sales. Let's implement our list like that. And next thing, we'll call this data. Next thing, we'll say list, and we'll have chart charts dot series, and next thing we'll have another type. We'll call this sales, and we'll have string as well, and we'll call this chart data, just like that. So here we need to provide charts, Alright, first of all, we'll import the package charts flutter as charts like this. Next thing, our error went off. Then now we'll have a void make data method made, and inside it we'll call our data and make it equals to new list, and we'll provide sales for it. Next thing, we'll have our chart data equal to new and we'll copy this from here and paste it here and provide this. Now we'll make a final random value. Final rand equals new random. Next thing, we'll have a for loop and we have a int I equals to 2015 and I lesser than 2021 and I plus plus. And next thing, inside the for loop we'll have our data dot add and we'll add some new sales, and here first thing we'll give the year as I dot toString and the sales will be rand dot next int and we'll provide 1000. There will be a random value of 1000 for this after doing this. Alright. Next thing, we'll call chart data next thing we'll call chart data next thing we'll call chart data dot add. Alright, next thing we'll have our chart data dot add and we'll add a new series. The ID will be sales and we'll drag this down to make the code look better, and data will be data and domain fn will be we'll have sales and a comma and 2 underscores and next thing it will be equals to sales dot year. Next thing, measure fn will be also like this. You'll have this copied and pasted here, and next thing we'll have arrow function and say sales dot sales. We'll close this from here, and next thing we'll have a color fn. The color fn will be also like this. We paste this here and make it equals to arrow function, and we say charts dot material palette dot red dot shade default. This will add the default red color for our chart values. Next thing, we'll have a fill pattern fn. We paste sales here also, and we say equal arrow function charts dot fill pattern type dot forward hedge. And next thing, we'll have the display name as sales, just like that. Next thing, we'll implement our init state. Inside the init state, we'll call our make data function, just like that. Now next thing, we have made our method for our chart. Now the next thing is we'll go to the inside the widget, we'll say sales data here, and next thing we'll have a new expanded and inside it we'll give a child as a new charts dot bar chart, and we'll provide our chart data for it, just like that. So that's all for our code to check out our bar chart. Next thing, we'll run this inside our phone and see the output. For that, we have to run Flutter 1 dot. I'll come back to you after the Flutter app is built. Now what we see here is our output. We have our years 2015-16, 2017-18, 19 and 20, and we have values from 0 to 1000, and a chart displays sales data for all the years, random values for all the years. We'll run this another time and check the output. This time the values will change because we've added random values. So what we see here is another type of data representation of our bar chart with the random values we just added. So till now we made a bar chart. I'll come to another topic in the charts lesson after this, and I'll teach you another way to implement a bar chart. Now to the next step. We'll copy all this code from here, and we'll have new dot main. We say group chart, and this time we'll paste it here, and inside the group chart dot we'll build another application. Here inside make data we'll have we'll add now new data for this. First we'll have some laptops data equals to new list, and we'll give the type as sales and close this from here like this. And here we'll change this. We'll set list sales and we'll make this equal to laptops. Alright. Next thing, we'll have another list, and inside it also we'll say sales, and we'll call this desktops, just like that. Next we'll have our desktops equals new list sales, and we'll close this like this. And next thing, we'll go inside the for loop and we'll remove this from here, and we'll have laptops dot add, and we say new sales. The year will be I dot toString, and the sales will be rnd dot next int, and we'll provide 1000 here. Next thing, we'll have our desktops dot add new series, new sales, and the year again will be I dot toString, and the sales will be rnd dot next int, and we provide values between 1 and 1000. Alright, next thing we say we'll remove this from here, and we say chart data dot add, we say new charts dot series. The ID will be sales, and the data will be laptops here, and the domain FN will be, actually we'll copy it from the previous chart. We'll copy this from here, and we'll have it here. That will be the domain FN. Then the next thing, for the measure FN, we'll say, we'll paste this here, and we say sales. And next thing, we'll have a display name as sales. We'll bring this down into types like this, and like this. And next thing, we'll have a color FN. The color FN will be underscore comma 2 underscores and the arrow function will point out to the color. We say charts dot material palette dot green dot shade default. Likewise, we'll copy this from here and paste it here, and we'll change this the data to desktops, and we'll give the domain FN and measure FN just like in the previous instances, and the display name as this, and this time the color will be material palette dot red. Okay. Now next thing, we'll run our group chart. You press the run button, and after it is built, I'll come back to you. Now what you see here is our group chart. We have the years 2015 to 2020 and values from 0 to 1000 of the data, laptops and desktops per year. So this is how we make a bar chart in a vertical outlook. Let's now check how to make it horizontal. We'll go here and say view the vertical as false. And now let's run this and check the output. This time we see a horizontal bar chart where values they are in horizontally placed. So this is how we make bar charts in Flutter. We've used the Flutter dependency, and using it we made this application. So here we changed the pubspec.yaml in with charts Flutter dependency, and it gave us access to the charts Flutter package. So with it we built a nice app that shows us data through a bar chart. So we looked at the horizontal and vertical bar chart examples, and now we know how to make a bar chart in Flutter. So I hope you got some knowledge about how to build charts in Flutter, and today's lesson is this, and now it's over. So I'll meet up with you with another lesson another time. Until then, goodbye guys, and please take care.